Hello, this is Eugene and Andrea, creators of the Power Couples interactive course. And so we're here to talk to you guys about right now on Sharpening Your Swords, fairy tales.
No.
FaiReality tale.
Yes.
And what is a FaiReality?
So I will tell them because you already said it was a fairy tale and it's not a fairy tale.
Okay. Fairy tales.
So FaiReality is one of the, well, fairy tales, they start off with what? I guarantee you could tell me. Once upon a time in a land far away or, whatever. But they always end with, and they lived
happily
ever after. So whether you're thinking about Snow White, Seven Dwarfs, Cinderella,
Batman,
Sleeping Beauty, Batman. Did Batman live happily ever after?
When he beat the Joker.
Oh my gosh!
I'm sorry.
Continue. So I'm not paying attention to you. You didn't mean that. So one of the things about fairy tales, though, is people use it in everyday lingo about relationships. They talk about I'm waiting to meet my Prince Charming. Or they will say,
you know what? I so love the way that couple looks and the way they...
Well, I wasn't even talking about that yet. I wasn't talking about that yet.
It's still a fairy.
That's not what I was talking about. I was trying to relate it to the thing first.
Okay.
So they might envision Prince Charming riding in on that horse, taking them away. What is it? Prince Charming always came and he saved the day. He always came through riding in, the kiss of beauty, of love,
yes, life
and love,
beauty,
the so and so, and the kiss of true love,
perfect everything,
the kiss of true love. Anyway, so when we talk about FaiReality, we are putting reality into that fairy tale.
So nice. Love it. Love it.
I feel like I have to sneeze. Can Prince Charming save me from that?
Yes.
No. So when we're talking about the FaiReality tale, I always say, did Prince Charming's feet stink though? I wonder, did he ever have bad days? Because all you hear is they lived happily ever after. And I really think that because we hear that as a child and as children, that some part of us thinks that, the guys feel like I need to go save the damsel in distress. I'm going to save her.
Did Snow White ever come in with an attitude talking about what she was going to do, what she wasn't going to do, and how she was going to take the only sword? Like, no, that's my sword.
Well, you give me a sword, then I guess you meant to give this one to me. When we don't insert reality into fairy tales, you can even hear,
Very
good.
I
don't know. I don't think there are any fairy tales where they talked about someone had a baby, did they? But I'm a doula, and so I deal with women in childbirth and childbearing. Honey, I can tell you.
FaiReality, huh?
I'm asking, like, before she had that baby, did she have morning sickness? Was she vomiting? Were there certain foods she didn't like?
Right.
Was that childbirth like?
We always see the baby and the beautiful baby
pictures. That's it. That's all we see.
When the baby's laying in the cotton and, oh, such a beautiful baby in pictures.
Yeah, but not the reality. And so FaiReality is just what it sounds like. It's a FaiReality tale.
Nice.
It inserts inside of that fairy tale the reality of what happened. So
and so of course the question is why is that so important with this sharpening tool that we're talking about?
Why?
Well,
are you asking me?
Yeah. I felt that you were driving home to get.
Well, I feel like that if we are not realistic about it. We're out here with these unrealistic expectations for ourselves and for our partners. I'm expecting him to be a certain something.
Yes.
I'm expecting myself to be able to function in a certain way. And it is
Superwoman. Yeah,
research.
setting high expectations on
And there's
ourselves
nothing
and
wrong
each
with
other.
but there's nothing wrong with having a high.
It's not. It's not. But sometimes I hope I wasn't cutting you off. I'm
You know
just
you was cutting me off.
yeah, I'm just saying those expectations can be higher than reality.
And they don't contain reality. It contains the perfect thing, which is what you were talking about, looking at a couple and being like, oh, I want what they have. No, you don't. No, you don't. You don't. No, you don't. You don't. You only know the glitz and the glamour. You know what you know? You know the resume.
Very nice.
When we talk about our CVs or resumes, that's what you know. You know the resume. And so for you, you're impressed just like the employer would be that's trying to hire someone. Like, oh, look at them.
On paper.
Phenomenal. Well, that's what you do. You put your best foot forward. And so I'm not going to, just because I could be upset with him right now, you wouldn't know it. Because we got a job to do right now, but when he finished, he know, right? Okay, so the thing about FaiReality is that it inserts the reality. It makes it more realistic and more doable. And a lot of us, for whatever reason, are sometimes so wanting to impress somebody else that we don't really take all that we should into consideration.
Yes.
So, like I said, did Prince Charming have smelly feet? Did Sleeping Beauty snore? Did she? Or was she sitting there like this? No, we don't wonder about all that. Did Snow White get grumpy or dopey during her time of the month? Because that's a real thing, That's reality. That's reality. But we don't talk about that. We just want the beautiful parts. We just want to hear about that. Did the prince need time to relax when he got back to the castle after his royal duties?
Royal duty number 1.
There's always a backstory to the fairy tale, and in reality, situations that individuals have had to work through in order to get to the good stuff in their partnership, in their relationship.
Talk about it.
There's always a backstory.
Yes. Okay?
The fairy tale is never the whole story. Never. 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 That's like seeing the little guys.
Never.
Never.